Hey, good afternoon instead of good morning because it's actually like 3:30. So today's a little different because I've already kind of been about my day. It's not like a first thing in the morning thoughts, but it's Sunday, and yesterday I took the day off to just have an intentionally restful day. Um, and I did stick with my workout routine and had a friend come. We did a circuit workout in the garage. It was pretty great, but otherwise I'm trying to stick to the habits that I'm establishing and then just kind of skipped a day of doing the video. So I will try to do like, one a day or one every other day, but this technically is the third video and my fourth day on the 25-week transformation. So today I thought I'd just give like an overview really quickly of what I'm intending to do and which habits I'm adopting. I was waiting on some of the tools to come in that I'm using to kind of give a really clear, like, I'm using this to do that and this to do that. But I just figure I'll go ahead and start and I'll sort of catch you up as I get some of those tools. But the big thing is I am doing this out of faith. Obviously, there's actually no real audience while I'm filming this because there's only a few friends that I've told them doing it, and they're sort of like for accountability purposes that I've told them. But I'm doing it basically so other people will be able to see the transformation at the end, both physically and me be able to describe some of the goals that I've met and be like, well, what did she do? And I can tell you exactly what I did, exactly what I ate, exactly what tools I used to set my goals, and then you can, know that you can do it too. So some of the habits that I've already adopted, and these might change over time as I add new things, but have been just to get up early, which some of you may already be doing that. That's fantastic. But 5:45, like try to kind of already be, working out and ready before the kids get up kind of thing. And then go to bed early because your rest is so critical. Now, if you are an insomniac, I'm sorry, to me that's like the worst thing ever. But I really feel like if you try to adopt this habit, regardless of how you feel, and just get up at the same time anyway and do things to sort of help yourself relax at night, eventually you'll get on a better schedule because it was not easy at first for me either. But that's a big part of it. And then the daily exercise, which I've alluded to a few times. And I just tell myself like 20 minutes because that's easy. Like anybody has 20 minutes. So I usually end up going a little longer than that because once you're already into it, might as well sort of push harder. But 20 minutes is what I commit to myself. And then on top of that, I have been trying to eat nutritious foods. It's very confusing. I mean, even to somebody who's in the medical field, like how to lose weight, how to, what works, what doesn't work. I'm going to have like a whole video dedicated to that, but for this time I'm just eating clean and nutritious foods and trying to keep my caloric intake to like 1,200 to 1,500, which if you're smaller than me, I'm tall and I weigh a good amount. I guess I'll confess exactly what at some point. So I need to have some more calories than some smaller women would, but I'm like 5'9", and so anyway. And then Reading has been really important to me for a long time, so that's not exactly a new habit, but just committing to it in a new way, and certain kind of books. So things that are self-help, and I'm going to give you my actual reading list and show you what I've been reading and kind of give you some little pointers from what I've read that are takeaways. So that's very important. And then Audible also has been something that's helpful for during your commute or while perhaps you're like cleaning the house or whatever, you can just be listening to books, so that helps too. And this is the big one that I did yesterday that was hard for me. Trying to decide what things in my life don't need to be there. So they might be good in and of themselves, but they might need to be pruned out so that I can intentionally focus on the direction I'm going and have more like the energy flow that comes from God that's basically coming into us each day. Like we only have so much, and if we're not focused or if we're allowing other things to distract us, then we're not going to be able to reach our goals or fulfill our purpose. So I literally wrote down which things in my life I need to sort of glean out, and some of those were relationships. And it's not that I'm writing those people off, it's just that I'm sort of closing a gate so that I have to be more intentional about my interactions with them versus just kind of not having any fences or boundaries and just allowing people to easily walk in and out of my day without any sense of just me having a plan for the day and being intentional about that direction. So that might not be your issue. I really want my overall life to just be like love and for people to know that I'm there for them, but that has created some hardships for me in the past as far as people not respecting my boundaries because I kind of didn't have any. So learning to have boundaries and sort of being intentional about these are the friendships that are really helping me push into the direction that I want to go, and let's spend intentional time with these people. That's been on my list of this 25-week transformation. So if you're wondering like if I love you or not and you're actually somebody I already know, yes I do, and I'm not kicking out any of my friends. It's just I'm being intentional. So obviously this is awkward for me, but and then another thing that I'm doing is just trying to like simplify my daily routine and add daily acts of self-care. So gleaning out what self-care versus self-indulgence is important to me. So like a warm bath and a good book, or like using a massage ball on my feet, or doing a little bit of yoga, like that's self-care versus, you know, eating chocolate and drinking wine. That might be some people's idea of self-care, but to me it's more self-indulgent, which is not that you can't do a little bit of that, but just I want to do things that are actually helping me to progress in my journey. So that's kind of it for today. I've got so much more I want to touch on, but I think I'll save it like for the next video. And if you have any comments, of course, like Adam, or any questions, anything you want to email me directly, I'm happy to write back. So have a great day. Be blessed.